Elle just catching fire there in the third quarter, just kind of always working for you today.
Well, my teammates found me when I was open, and when I'm open, my duty is to shoot the ball, and they went in.
And we were all talking, do you regret taking that last shot to get your perfect day?
No. It would have been awesome if I could have gone 5 for 5, but if I'm open, I'm just going to shoot the ball. Shoot.
Shameka, you hit a three as well. You guys were just clicking kind of on all cylinders as far as shooting goes out there. What was working?
We were just finding each other. We were just all playing really well together, and it just clicked. It was great.
I'm just kind of getting this revenge when this kind of stuff seems to motivate you guys all year, just to come out and have this kind of performance. Just kind of what it seems like you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Ever since we went to their place and played the way we did, it's been motivating since this far, and we've been really trying to focus on just us getting better every single game, every single practice, just doing what we need to do to play Lady Bear basketball. And so far it's been so much fun. Everyone is contributing and just having fun. Like, it's so much fun to play with these girls each and every day. It's truly enjoyable. And just continuing to work on the little things, because we have so many lofty goals coming ahead, and every single day we're getting closer to them. So beating SIU today was a big step forward, but we have more that we're really looking forward to.
Just for both of you, I mean, just was kind of, we've talked about just kind of what's kind of different between the first time you played Southern Illinois and now. Just you bring up kind of the fun, just kind of what were you guys not having as much fun before that, or just kind of what's changed so much for you guys from then to now?
It was definitely, it was more of us. We needed to make a change. Like I said, it was more motivation for some players. Like, for me personally, I wasn't shooting the ball very well. And Coach Mox was flat out honest with me and said, you know, you're not going to play as much as you want to play unless you're not making shots. And so that really kind of fired me up, like, putting more time in the gym, getting more shots up with Coach Torek, Coach Minter. So really, I think it just really pumped us all up to just be better, and that's exactly what we've all done. It's not just me, it's the entire team kind of flipped a switch, like, hey, come on. So.
Elle, you all are undefeated at home this season. How nice is it to come out and play in front of these fans? And it seems like there's more fans at every game.
Yeah. It's unbelievable to play in an atmosphere like this. We feed off of it, and that was a huge goal coming into this season. We all individually met with Coach Mox and all of our coaches, and I'd say everyone on the team said that one of our big goals is to be undefeated at home and to protect our house. This is our house, and we're going to continue to do that the rest of the home games here.
Yeah, 21 turnovers today. Just you guys are able to win by 31, but still kind of still have 21 turnovers today. Did you feel like you guys were playing your best throughout the day? It seemed like there were some big rotations going in between just all bench rotations, some of the starters.
Yeah, that's on us. It was some pretty careless turnovers, and we just need to take care of the ball more. Just one of those games where I think we got a little too excited and had some not great passes, and players not meeting their passes, so it goes both ways. But just learn from it, like any mistake, moving forward. So.
And Shameka, just the bench was able to have a pretty big game today. Just a whole bunch of you guys. Just kind of what was working for you guys off the bench.
Well, it was just the momentum. We had to keep it up, so that motivated us to do really good off the bench.
Not just really. 40. You guys outscored them on the bench, 47 to 17. You think this is, as far as you guys coming off and helping out, is probably the most complete you guys kind of performance you guys have had so far?
I'd say there's been several different games this year where people off the bench have really stepped up and been that spark coming in. And we've been saying this all year, like, each and every game, it's someone new. Like, every game you can expect either Mika, me, Sydney Manning, Trinity coming in and hitting big shots or making big plays that, you know, the team needs to do well. And I think we've all done a really great job of doing that this year and just accepting our roles and doing whatever we need to do to ultimately get the win at the end of the day.
Well, that was a good game. You know, I'm really pleased with how we played. Everybody had a chance to contribute. I love that. I love when everybody can come in off the bench all the way down to, you know, last person on the bench. And I thought everybody did well. What I was really proud of was defensively, I think, you know, we didn't have any drop-offs when we subbed. If anything, when we subbed in the first quarter, we got better defensively. So that was great to see. I thought our bench came in with a huge spark. And then our starters, you know, picked it up. And then, you know, when we kept subbing, I thought everybody contributed. But I like the fact that we held some of their key players to under 6 points, I believe it was, and Sylvie and Nelson. So that was a game plan, and I think they did a good job. Martin got a little bit away from us with 14 points, but, you know, our stats are just off the charts. Shooting free throw percentage, you know, 85%, 50% from the three. I'm just really pleased with how we played.
And just going off of some of those rotations that you had today, I mean, early in that first quarter, the starters turned the ball over a couple times. You bring in a new 5. It just seemed like you did that a few times today. Just kind of, was that the plan, or do you just want to get a new fresh group in when there were a few turnovers early?
No, you know, well, that's a stat that I don't like, that we had 21, but I think we just got, you know, a little lackadaisical with the ball when we got up big, and I was trying to get everybody to stay disciplined and focused. But, you know, I think our starters, when we were up when I subbed, but, you know, our bench came in and had a big-time spark, and it wasn't planned to sub in, 5 out. I just thought that, you know, with the lead that we were building, that we could get people playing time and keep people fresh, no reason to run people into the ground. And we were producing, you know, so I felt like whoever I subbed in played good minutes. So that's a great place to be for a coach, so you could just keep subbing in people and letting people shine. So
You've talked about the last SIU game is being a huge mental wake-up call for the team, almost something that was necessary to get them to play where they are now. To see them go out there and perform like this against that same team, just how much does it say about how much they've grown since that loss?
Well, we've grown tremendously. I mean, we are way, way more mature than we were at that point in the season. I know we started out great in non-conference, but I've said it a million times. Once we got to conference, we kind of relaxed and we were complacent. So, you know, since that loss, I think that, you know, our focus has been different. And even coming into this game, you know, it was more of a revenge type payback game, you know. Not to say that, you know, SIU didn't play great the first time, because they did, but we didn't play our best basketball. And we just wanted to prove that we've improved since then and gotten better to ourselves, but also to our fans. And we felt like we owed it to them. We had a great crowd. So we just wanted to come out and perform well, you know, and stick to the game plan, limit their best players, limit their shots and makes, and make sure we contest, make sure we get our switches, make sure we're just focusing on what we want to do defensively, and then offensively play our game.
And Coach Elle went 6 of 7 today. How fun is it to watch her get open and shoot?
Yeah, I mean, Ellie's kind of hit her stride after the SIU game, to be honest, because I think right after that was Indiana State, and she hit 4 threes in that game, I believe, and she hasn't really looked back. So having Ealy perform like that is just awesome. I love seeing it for her with that big old smile on her face, and the bench is going crazy, but also we need it. You know, we need her to be confident. We need our bench to be confident. So I'm just super proud of her. And I think, you know, at the same time, that SIU game was just, it was a wake-up call, and it was also just, you know, kind of a slap in the face with some things, and I think some people took it personal. Like at that time, Ealy, I believe, was 1 for 13 in conference from the 3. And she's, to me, one of the best shooters in the conference. You know, her stats weren't reflecting that at first. So she just really took that to heart and was like, I got to be better. She works hard anyway, but she started working harder, and then, you know, now she's kind of reaping the benefits of that. And I just love to see her, you know, shoot at that kind of percentage from the 3.
You ever notice her singing, or are you coaching when what's going on?
Does she sing?
No, this is the video board thing.
Oh, no. I'm like, is she singing in the game? No, I don't really notice the video board that much. Sometimes when we're in timeouts, something will be going on, and I see people's eyes like kind of wander up there, and I'll just be like, all right, everybody focus, you know. But, you know, they see themselves on the big screen, and, you know, but no, I didn't see her singing.
I mean, it's not just Ealy today. The entire bench was just, it was all of them today. Just how much are you like, we talk about all the time how deep your team is, but just how they were able to do today with 47 bench points.
Yeah, 47 points off your bench is tremendous, you know, and I think it came from a variety of places. You know, I thought Emily had good minutes. I thought, obviously, Ealy, we talked about her. Manning had some good minutes. all the way down the stretch. And Trinity coming in, as a freshman, I thought, and even in the first half when she came in, we were in some foul trouble, especially in the post position. And I just wanted to give her, a shot. Obviously, we were up, and I thought she came in, and she actually played pretty good defense, and that's been what's kind of been holding her back, So I was pleased to see her really kind of, dial in on the defensive end. Obviously, she hit a shot, but she's a bucket. She comes in, Trinity can shoot. But in the second half, she started fouling a little bit, and that's kind of where she needs to grow and before she can really be a true contributor. But, I just want to try and get her feet wet because she's instant offense off the bench. But I thought everybody did great off the bench.
You've talked many times about kind of the seeding and your goals sort of towards the end of the season. Obviously, the loss to SIU was a major part that some people took as an excuse to drop y'all. Was there kind of a mentality of coming to this one and prove that was kind of a mistake, that you guys are that top quality, top 15 team in the country?
For sure. We, like I said earlier, we wanted to prove that we've gotten better, and also we wanted to really beat them because they beat us. We wanted to not just beat them by a couple points, we wanted to blow them out, and we did that. So we accomplished our goal in that regard. But, hopefully now we can kind of stop talking about the SIU loss because, it's kind of in the rearview mirror at this point, and we just have changed so much. I mean, even when I was doing the scout for this game and I went back and watched that game, I'm like, it's like night and day. To me, our players are completely different now, and our synergy is completely different. So, I'm happy it happened so that we could move forward and get better, but at this point, I mean, it's in the rearview mirror.
You doubled them up on the boards today. Just were you like, is that something you were emphasizing going in today?
Yeah, that's always a big part of our game plan, and we've been pretty consistent in that area. And most of it came from, not most of it, some of it came from Jazz with having 14, but then if you look, everybody else is spread out. So I just like the fact that everybody was crashing the boards, because we always talk about having 5 defensive rebounders and limiting, their offense to 1 shot. So I thought we did a pretty good job in that area, and then also getting some O boards too. So, we just got to keep that stat consistent no matter what, and also our free throw percentage. Those are 2 things all year that, are always a key.
Elle says one of the goals is to go undefeated at home and protect that home court. And with 4 games left, you all are undefeated at home. How important is it to win at home and also to reward these fans who are coming out right now?
Yeah, well, again, thank you to Lady Bear Nation, showing up and showing out. I thought we had a pretty good crowd there, a really good crowd. And I'm happy that, there's a buzz kind of in Springfield about us, so, more people are coming to the games. But I just think, at the end of the day, we do want to be undefeated at home. And so we want to do it for our fans, but we want to do it because it's been a goal for us too. And you can't keep looking at, okay, we have how many home games, 3, 4 home games left. We just go game by game. Like, this is another chance for us to get closer to our ultimate goal. And that's what I said in the locker room before this. We're on track. This is another chance for us to get closer to being undefeated. It's another chance for us to get closer to a regular season title. It's another chance for us to get closer to where we want to be seating wise. So we just have to simplify our goals, but at the same time just focus on the current game. So the next game, it'll be the next home game. It won't be like we have 2 home games, 3 home games left, whatever it is. We just want to focus on the next one.
You said it was night and day when you went back and looked at film. Just kind of what are those little things that you're noticing as a coach that are just that much different right now?
Well, our pace offensively in that game at their place was terrible. I don't even remember how many transition points we had. I know we had only 2 transition opportunities in the second quarter, and that's not like us. But I think our pace offensively, but then also our defensive urgency and intensity is way better. There were so many switches because they run some good stuff. You got to really pay attention to detail when you guard them. And there were so many defensive assignments that we missed, and they got easy layups, or they got easy 3-point shots, or they ran in transition. We didn't stop the ball. We didn't get back. It's just completely different than our attention to detail now. So, and we've been pretty consistent since that game. I think every game we've gotten kind of better, and also just consistent in our defensive game plan. That was the biggest difference to me in the first 5 conference games. Defensively, even though we went 4 out of 5, I always say that, but our defensive urgency and intensity and attention to detail was not really good.